Welcome back to Vampire with the Rude Man. In the last episode, I needed to give Milton his wallet back that we found. And I started to record earlier and do that, and I forgot to come back down here to talk to Milton. I did a couple of things inside of little consequence, but there was one thing that I was supposed to do, and that was I was supposed to talk to Dr. Swansea. And I did that. And he asked me to talk to the hospital benefactor. Now, the hospital benefactor is the lady that is the lady vampire. And I told him I would do that. And then I took just a second of a break and came back and realized that I had not hit the record button. And so I lost that. So basically that's all I did. I went up and I talked to Swansea, and he told me to come down and talk to this woman because she's being blackmailed, and so that's where I'm at. Let me talk to Milton here.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
That's what doctors do. Maybe I did give him his wallet back.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the eldest patient here.
Okay. Maybe I did give him his wallet. When I gave him his wallet, those things right there and this one came up. And so I talked to him about that.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Okay. And then I told him, well, you could get fired.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Okay.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
All right, so, and then something about her thinking of quitting.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
Pretty good question. Don't know.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay, so we're going to go talk to the lady here. She volunteers here.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
I wonder if it's a coincidence his name is Rainfield instead of Renfield.
I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Okay, well, I'm glad to see you again.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
All right, well, I'm here to help.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Okay, please continue.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Uh-oh. Okay, is it true? I guess I do need to know that. I could just blindly say, I don't care, I'll do whatever you need me to do, but is it true?
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Yeah, okay, fine. I just need information, I guess.
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
Indeed.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
All right. Now, there was a whole bunch of questions I didn't get to ask her. I don't know if she'll
Is
talk
our
to me
little
again.
mystery closer to being solved, Dr.
No.
Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
All right.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
All right, so yeah, I followed a particular line, and that's all I'm going to get out of it. So, just information. When I talked to Milton, when I gave him his wallet back, he also mentioned Harriet Jones. And if you remember, we saw a Harriet Jones, or we knew she was there, but we couldn't find her in the hospital. I think it's because we weren't ready to find her. There was a locked door, if you remember. Now, let's talk to this guy.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
No, I got some bad news, actually. I found a note about an autopsy that you really foobarred. Let's see if I can find that.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Well, at least he's honest about it. Who was he?
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of his problem?
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Well, I know what he's going to say. He's a stubborn man, and he's a doctor. Doctors, they think they're well educated. Why not stop practicing? Well, because I still have some help in me. That's what he's going to say. You want to bet?
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
That's exactly what I thought he was going to say. All right.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you heard anything.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
All right, let's go see if we can find this Harriet Jones. Yeah, there was a room. Let's see if I can find it now. Also, we found out that she's been sucking on this guy's neck, and she's not really a vampire. So when she does it, all she does is bite him, and he bleeds a couple drops.
It's there again.
And she drinks it. Is that something I can get?
I wish I could be...
About the use of garlic and wooden stakes. Dear brothers, I must now draw your attention to a very important point. The use of garlic as a protection against vampires. Let's be crystal clear on this subject. Garlic will never protect you against those creatures. No matter how fresh, how strong, and how smelly, garlic is totally useless as a defense. I can never say enough how damaging that novel of Bram Stoker's has been. Yes, of course, inhabitants of Santorini Island hang garlic on their windows. There would be so much to write about the place, and someday soon, I hope to go back to this island to further explore its occult tradition. But that's not to protect the living from the devil. It is to tell the dead that they are aware of their malevolence. It is a symbol, nothing more, nothing less. So please, by all means, yes, wear garlic, show garlic, hang garlic, and tell the shadows that you are not afraid. But if you're looking for supernatural protection, you'll have to search much deeper into the forgotten secrets of the occult tradition. For here is the truth. My fellow brothers, garlic does not repel vampires, but all the fresh plants will hurt them. It is all of their body could not stand the presence of botanical elements. I have seen an enraged Volp flee when whacked with a rose. Yes, a simple rose. I have witnessed a violent econ fall down and beg for mercy when stuck by a wooden stake. I don't know why it is so effective, and I would give my left arm to find the answer to that mystery. But the truth remains, nevertheless. Vampires are very sensitive to fresh herbs, plants, and woods. From Facing the Shadows, How and Why, by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul.
Sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
All right, I think this is the door that was locked.
Liars and thieves, every last one of them.
Is there somebody in here with her? No? Hello?
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Calm down.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something.
Yeah.
This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Not a medical error.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their
Really?
legs shut. Oh, I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on.
Wait a minute, I wasn't
See you
done
on the
talking.
next round.
What? I wasn't done talking to her. No, all right, I gotta go talk to the nurses.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
All right.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Have you seen a strange man visiting nurses?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Yeah, but she's messing around with Milton. Well, she could have said the truth.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Yeah, she's talking about herself, isn't she?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
All right. Why does this not go away after I've asked it?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess.
Yeah, it's just the same thing over and over. Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
She's probably afraid that I'm talking about her and Milton, right?
Daily routine.
All right, let's see. Where's the other nurses?
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that cabinet fellow.
All right, let's go talk to this nurse.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Strange man?
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Really?
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Actually, no. I was thinking that you guys were an item.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Brilliant, huh? You took a great risk.
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Well, you might have been. I don't know. All right, so we're going to get out of her. Okay, hang on. I got something else to say.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Oh, I think I already told him. You know any hospital staff with a criminal background?
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
All right.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
All right, now I gotta find Dorothy Crane. And it's funny we didn't see her. There's Pippa. There's Strickland. There's the Mortician. Lady Ashbury. I don't know where she's at. Huh. She's not upstairs, is she? Well, well, well. Huh. All right. Now, it did say something about talking to the patients, although the patients aren't really listed. Let's see.
Time has lost its effect on...
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Yeah, we've already been over this. You don't really need blood.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Are you romantically involved?
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Oh, yes, of course. Are you planning on making him one?
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Yeah, because you're not really a vampire. All right.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Rumors of shady business?
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here,
Okay.
you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
All right, we've already talked to him about it.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
All right.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Maybe.
I'm in pain. I need my medication.
All right, he's got nothing to say.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
No decency. All liars and thieves.
Pippa again.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Oh, I already asked him about it,
Dr.
didn't I?
Reed, any good news?
Yeah, I asked him
Goodbye,
already.
Dr. Tippett.
Okay. And she gets around.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, you always are.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
That's all? Just nonsense? Did that answer the question?
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Didn't really answer the question, did he? See if she's heard anything.
Good evening, Doctor.
Doubt it.
How is my son doing?
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Well, that's kind of rude. And that's why I'm not helping your son.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
All right.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to...
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
Yeah,
I'm a
she's
teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
All right.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I doubt if this guy knows anything. He doesn't want to talk.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No.
God, nobody knows anything.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Of course.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
All right.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me.
Oh, we're getting nowhere fast.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Nope. Don't know a thing.
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No. Nothing.
All right. Nothing here.
Goodbye
either.
for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Everything's coming down to Dorothy Crane, who I can't find. All right, let's talk to this feller.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Well, I've already talked to her. All right.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Bye. Let me steal this stuff while I'm here. Well, I don't know what to do because I can't find Harry or Dorothy Crane. I didn't talk to the mortician. Let's go talk to him. And I haven't talked to Milton again.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Indeed. The pleasure's all mine.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Nobody seems to, so why am I doing this?
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke will prevail and...
Well, I don't know where I can go now because think I've talked to everybody. There's Pippa, Sean Hampton, that feller, Sean Hampton.
Going to reveal all your secrets to me.
I don't know if I talked to who's that? Well, that's that old lady. The old nurse.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Yeah, you don't know
Goodbye,
anything
Milton.
either. Well, crap. Let's go talk to Harriet Jones again. I don't know where Dorothy's at.
But the suffering continues. So many deaths.
I'm so tired.
Well,
Will this shift
okay.
never end?
I went the wrong way, didn't I?
It's locked.
Why is that locked now?
Reads me like a book.
Why is that locked? Go look in the window and find out why that's locked. Well, now it's open.
Less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look exhausted. You're pushing yourself.
All right, let's go talk to Harriet. I didn't get a chance to talk to everybody.
The pain. Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Okay, I can't talk to her again now. Well, for crying out loud. Well, I don't know what to do.
Poached my blanket.
I don't know what to do. What's this? What's right there? What is that?
The daily routine.
There's something out by the dock, it looks like. Maybe he knows something.
I've never... Hey, Doc.
You look better.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail. That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Alright, let's see what's down here. Where in the heck am I? Well, that's odd. Did I miss a way down? Oh. Oh, what's this? Okay, eavesdrop. Press L to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you'll unlock a special interaction.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Where's she going? Is she going back to Whitechapel? Oh, boy, she went fast. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. Identify the Black Mare to help Lady Ashbury. Okay. Alright.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Okay. What was that? That was scary. That's got a lock on it. Retrieve the thug in the sewers. Retrieve him. What am I supposed to do with him? He's a thug. Good Lord.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Yeah, he has.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Okay, this... Is this the door that I couldn't get in? It is. This is the door I couldn't get in. Oh boy. They're all over the place. Let's take care of this one first. Common barbed cudgel. Alright, we have a cudgel. Let's see what that does. Level 2. What am I using? This machete? It's a level 1, 45 damage. That's 99 damage, level 1. Let's try the cudgel, and then let's see, we've got a used Priwen stake and a used stake. 3 blood, 15 stun. Offhand. Which one am I using? That one? Level 2. Well, I need a workbench to do anything with it. One hand, 2 hands, common barbed cudgel, or a used bludgeon. That's a two-hander. Why can't I equip those? What's going on here? Oh, I got a bunch of stuff I can break down. Need to do that. But I don't know. A wooden stick. Why can't I equip it? How do you... Alright, well, let's go down and take care of this guy. Well, that was too easy. There's more money. What's this money all laying around for? Get off me. Okay, so wait a minute. What's this down here? Offhand. X. X. Y. That didn't help me.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Alright. Back. Oh, this can't be good.